Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your mid-April, love check-in to see how the collective of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising is faring in love. All right, welcome to my tarot. All right, if you're interested in any type of personal reading or life coaching, I do transformational life coaching, intuitive life coaching, spiritual life coaching, and career life coaching. So it's all about transitions. If you sense you're in a place of transition, please check out my website, icanbecoaching.com. There is a services tab with the coaching offerings and tarot offerings as well. I am fairly booked for this week and next week, but there are a few openings left. All right. Let's see. So how is my Virgo collective doing right now? What are the situations that you are currently dealing with? If these first oracle cards do not resonate with you, do not take the message. Okay? Didn't want to come out, so I'm not gonna force it. This is actually like a mega deck. Multiple oracle decks together. Okay, we have commitment. We also have lost. Music, truth, divine intervention, and romantic feelings. Wow. So, yeah. This is about a commitment that has been, I guess, drifting or is drifting apart. Now, the reason for this is quite clear. There was divine intervention, meaning something had to happen in order for you both to grow on your own before potentially coming back together. Potentially is the key. Maybe you don't, right? Ultimately, you, I believe, are seeing signs and hearing songs that remind you of this connection. And there's a whole lot of truth that has been revealed throughout the connection when you first came together, while you were together in a committed relationship, and while you are apart. At this time, yes, you are not in communication with that lost and ghosted card, but there are still deep romantic feelings. So it's a lot of lingering energies that I'm feeling on your part, and also the person that you're dealing with, you know, the person that you're thinking of, they're also going through their own journey in becoming a better version of themselves, right? Or a more ascended version of themselves. It's no better or worse, right? It's just some relationships, some connections, preferably all of them, but not always, right? Some are superficial in nature, some are not challenging in nature, but a lot of them, if you're a certain kind of individual, and I feel most Virgos are there for you to learn more about yourself, your shadows, your healing process and life journey, your soul path. They're there to help point you towards yourself and towards your true self, your higher self. And sometimes those lessons are hard earned, right? They show you what you need to do by doing the exact opposite, you know? They challenge you until you react. And yes, this is exactly what I'm seeing. So there is a whole lot of love that still exists between you with the Two of Cups. Okay? You're coming across as the Queen of Wands. I believe this is your card. I'm just checking. Yep, I still believe this is your card, even though it's not your normal energy, right? But I think you are experiencing a glow up. Now, for those of you who are like, no, I'm not, this could be the person that you're dealing with. They could be a Leo or other fire sign. They could be Libra with the Justice card. I don't feel that though. I instantly felt this is a karmic connection. That doesn't mean a bad thing necessarily, right? Not right away. Don't come at me. It means that there's some sort of karmic contract between you, and you are fulfilling that, both of you. Now, again, divine intervention, Wheel of Fortune. Something had to change. I do feel that there was a slight discrepancy in the maturity level. Maybe there's an age difference as well. Because we have the Knight of Wands. Again, yes, it could be that you're dealing with a fire sign, but more than that, I'm feeling like one of you is a queen and the other is a knight. Not only a knight, but a knight that goes hot and cold, right? Comes in charging, lots of momentum, but burns out fast. Leaves, comes back. So right now, that relationship between a queen and a knight could not continue, right? So justice was served. This intervention, is there to show you the truth. A truth about yourself, a truth about what you probably deserve and want and need in a relationship, right? All about truth. And maybe even a truth as to why you came together. So all is not lost, even if the relationship has come to an end, and it feels like at the very least it's halted right now, so that both of you can face up to some truths. Some of them may be harsh truths, okay? Because Spirit wanted to put that word in my mouth, and I was like, all right, I guess if you really want me to say it, I'll say it. Maybe one or both of you have to deal with some harsh truths. Wow. So come on, Spirit, show us. How is Virgo feeling about the person that they are in this state with? Oh my gosh, of course you are. 10 of Wands, you're not feeling great. And the King of Wands. Yeah, I really think, okay, I'm going to say some of you absolutely are dealing with a fire sign or someone that's really fiery in nature. Yeah, 8 of Cups at the back. So this is a relationship that you have, or both of you have left behind. So the 8 of Cups is the card of walking away, right? Walking away from something that no longer serves you, meaning you just didn't feel good around this person anymore. Why? Because you felt like you were carrying a whole lot of responsibility in the connection, within the connection. So it could have been even, wow, I'm feeling it in my heart chakra. Could have been a whole lot of, emotional responsibility. So maybe this person that you were dealing with did not express their feelings often, and you felt like you were carrying all the conversations, right? Unless they were about creative projects, they weren't gonna talk to you. Now, you are very attracted to this person, King of Wands. They could be very driven. They could be part of being driven, though, is the dark side, right? I know it didn't come reversed, but I want to read a couple of these things to you. Severity, wow, intolerance, cruelty, austerity, stubbornness, ruthlessness, opinionated, sorry. No. Like, if any of those shadows came up, can you imagine trying to have an open, loving, mutually beneficial conversation with this person? Impossible, right? So I think you did feel a lot of that. And at their best, when they're at their best, this is someone who's expansive, fast moving, creative, strong, powerful, courageous, like full of like a lot of leadership. Yeah. I can feel this, that you definitely wanted a longer term commitment with this person, but you had to carry so much of the weight of it. You needed to walk away because you could no longer do that. Okay. Well, that was a lot. A lot. And I haven't even gotten into your person yet. So, yeah, I don't know why I keep shuffling when I've already shuffled. Spirit, what does the person on Virgo's mind, how do they feel about Virgo at this time? What are their inclinations? That's a beautiful card. I've not pulled this card from this deck before. It's the Ten of Cups. So that's a lot of emotional fulfillment, cravings. They saw it all with you. Oh, the High Priestess at the back of the deck. I probably pulled this card, but I don't remember it. Look how beautiful this card is. And I know that's the garden. The garden with the forbidden fruit of knowledge, right? And yeah, absolutely knowledge. You know what I notice here is this tree, this it's pomegranate, right? This pomegranate tree. The person in the center, you are the tree, right? It's the High Priestess card. You are the tree, and you already possess all of the knowledge, right? Now, what it shows is you could very easily reach towards that knowledge, but you have your back turned. So this person, excuse me, yeah, this person is silent right now. They want to have it all with you, but they are not expressing that. And how unfortunate, because yeah, King of Swords, that's who they're coming across. Someone who is, they think more with their head than their heart, or they allow their head to overrule their emotional space. And you appear as someone who really wanted to communicate those emotional truths. Maybe you wanted to heal together. A lot of people say that to me. I thought we could heal together. I thought we could grow together. And I really want to say that's like for very few couples, if you want to say. It's oftentimes two people that need to heal their own individual inner child wounds, right? And their partner is there as a support. Now, they too are dealing with their own inner child wounds, but if the two of you don't respect one another and the process, and how, yeah, it can be pretty brutal sometimes if you don't have patience with each other. And how could you if it's a newer relationship? How could you? You know, it makes sense to me that people can't go through this together. But perhaps indeed, you will go through it apart. And at that point, maybe you will have outgrown this individual. This person came across as a knight and you're already a queen. Regardless of gender, this is my spaces are always gender free and drama free. So it's more the more feminine aspects of the entirety of you. That's how you're coming across. You're coming across as someone who deserves to, at this point, receive more than they give. All right? Because I think you've given a lot. Not just to, oh my God, I keep shuffling. Not just to this one person, but to a whole lot of people. That's the sense I'm getting. Okay. Yeah, they really want it all. 4 of Wands. This could have been a twin flame connection, but their guard is up. 7 of Wands. They're at this juncture right now. 2 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they're focusing on their own inner world right now, and they need to. And their inner child, by the way. Page of Cups is often representative of that inner child. The sweet, tender feelings that they want to express towards you, they're holding back right now. They're working on their inner feminine side as well. And you come across as someone who's already worked on your inner feminine. All right. So I see why Spirit intervened. I feel it because both of you are at different levels at this point. You've already gone through a process that your person is just beginning to embark upon. They are absolutely on a journey, Two of Wands, and it is solo right now, right? The reason that they can't come towards you, even though the attraction, the love is quite real and quite deep, is because the Seven of Wands means they're watching. They're like, I am standing guard against anyone that wishes to intrude upon my lair. I don't even know who that came from. I feel like I was just channeling one of my mentors. But it's like, your person is in the desert. Your person is in the desert, and sure, they're on a journey. They're definitely on a journey, but they need to do this alone right now, okay? They're also on an inner journey for inner union of their divine masculine and their divine feminine. Perhaps their divine feminine, right? Their inner divine feminine has not quite been allowed to express itself in a very long time. Since they were kids, for some reason they were repressed, right? From talking about emotions, from feeling emotions. A lot of, if you want to, no, I don't want to genderize this, spirit. A lot of people are taught that emotions are meant to be controlled, right? Now, while that is partly true, right? Meaning, don't be led through life by your emotions. Don't also disregard them, because they are often used by those like me who are a little bit more perceptive of them. And by the way, I had to learn this as a barometer for how to navigate through a lot of chaos and conflict that we all encounter. Unless we're like hermits living on a mountain or whatever alone, we're going to have to deal with conflict, with chaos, with other people. That's just life, right? So this person hasn't yet learned how to use their emotional realm as a way to traverse a desert full of like marauders, intruders, invaders. Oh my God, I feel like these cards are making me think of Dune. I don't even watch Dune, but I'm like, no, this is absolutely like Dune. They're needing to right now go through a process of inner union where their masculine side and their feminine sides have to merge so that they can work through the difficulties and the good stuff, right? Within any type of interpersonal relationship. Wow, that was a mouthful. So right now, your person, they want it, they love you. They absolutely see the potential for happily ever after, if you want to call it that, with you. But they haven't figured out their own shit. So they need to do that. And that's what they're doing. Queen of Pentacles. They're working on their own inner world. Yeah, that's so crazy. You guys, I do think this could be a twin flame connection, because as I split the deck, it's the King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, this person is quite now focused on themselves and their own journey. And I think that's how it should be. That's why divine intervention came out early on. You're apart for a reason, a greater reason. So since this is a reading about my Virgos, wow, Spirit, what do you recommend Virgo do when it comes to this? Okay. Yeah. You have the Death card. What is this guy? Yeah. Oh, well. And the 3. Wow. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the 3 of Pentacles, please? Interesting. Yeah, there's a need for you. Oh my God, it's crazy. 2 sevens. There's a need for you to be a bit guarded right now, So say this person, because the Eight of Cups came in reverse, say this person was to return, right? They might, when they're not quite healed. You need to make sure that they've actually changed the Death card. They may come back towards you for, I mean, because let's face it, the Knight of Wands is well known for their ability to come back and forth and make you dizzy, right? Have your own guards up, right? Watch your heart space. The thing is, I do feel like there is a possibility that someone, and I do think it's this person, is coming towards you. I don't even want to show you this card. It's so brutal. Holding a bunch of snakes. Not good snakes, right? This is not, it's like, spiritual truth and like Kundalini and like snakes can also represent knowledge. No. This guy's got like vipers, right? And he's like, hi, I'm like a changed human. But no, actually they're carrying a whole lot of vipers. So this is the Seven of Swords, guys. So this person may come towards you with what you want to hear. And I hate that I have to say this, but yeah, like come slithering towards you, right? Oh my God. And I can just see it, I can just see them lying, misleading you, telling you what you want to hear, but it's like the voice of a snake, right? I can just see them telling you what you want to hear in order for you to come closer to them, just so that they can sting you, like bite you, get their toxin in you. And I don't like serving messages like this. So please be careful. The Three of Pentacles. Some of you could be in a situation where this person may be seeing other people on the side, and you don't want to enter into that type of journey, right? I mean, if you do, go for it. If you don't, I'm telling you right now. Wow. And like, that was incredibly heavy, guys. I don't know why that message came out. Usually it's like, focus on yourselves, blah, blah, blah. This is like, watch out for who's coming. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So this is a soulmate connection, the Six of Cups. And this soulmate connection is now at a crossroads. If your person can go through, wow, this journey, they have a lot of work to do. Yeah. They have a lot of work to do. If your person can successfully go through that journey without falling back on you to hold the wands that you've been holding, you know how you're feeling 10 of Wands? If they can get through it and hold 5 wands and you hold 5 wands, I mean, I know that 5 of Wands is not a great card, but like, instead of overburdening each other, right? Sharing responsibility is the actual way towards a healthy, healing relationship, right? So this person needs to come back towards you, a more developed human, right? Gosh, I hope I didn't sound cruel when I said that, but yeah, they want, and you want, I see you want the 10 of Pentacles. You want it all with this person, or just in general, and you could have it all. This is a connection that is 100% spiritual in nature. So you guys were brought into contact. You were brought together to teach each other a lot of lessons. Soulmate cards abound here, my friends. We have the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the Hierophant, blah, blah, blah. the 10 of Pentacles. My goodness. You were supposed to meet, right? to meet so that you could both grow and potentially, God, I don't want to promise it because I cannot, come together again healed. Both of you have to choose that path, okay? Wow, you could be dealing with an Aries. I don't know, but I really have gotten a few fiery cards, and now I have another one with the Emperor at the least, and I don't think this is the lead, like a lesser thing here. This is about learning your own sovereignty. The Emperor is a lesson in how to govern your own life effectively so that you can feel good about who you are and where you've come, like the journey. Feel good about your journey, you know, not just like reach a destination, but reach a destination in a way that other people can see as inspirational, right? Like, sure, you can have financial success and abundance of admirers, right? And awards. But did you get those in a good way? Or did you steal them? You know what I mean? Whew. Right now, this relationship has a lot of potential. That's all I can tell you. 2 of Wands, okay? Both of you are at a crossroads. And Spirit's advice is focus on regaining sense of self-sovereignty. This message is very strong, actually, for the collective. During this particular Aries season, this is now April 13th, yeah, a lot of signs are going through this. Discovering who they really are and manifesting it. And yes, who you are changes, and that's okay. Life is a process, right? You're not born and you stay that way, right? You're meant to grow and evolve. Well, sometimes I apologize if I sound like I'm shouting. I don't know what it is. I don't want to blame everything on I'm an Aries because I am a Virgo rising, so I'm not all Aries, right? I have a few. I'm a quadruple Aries, but come on, it's not like, yeah, something has to give here. You are still grieving, right? I know, I see you. You're listening to music and lamenting, and you miss that like loving. You've lost that loving feeling is like that song that's playing in my head now. Gosh, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that Top Gun song. Don't do it. Yeah, this grief cycle that you're in is a construct that is in your mind that needs to collapse, right? And focus on things that are more tangible in nature at this time, Virgo. Knight of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Focus on growing your own, abundance. What makes you feel like you're abundant? Is it, for some of you, it's like, oh, I have this garden and there's a lot of vegetables in it. No joke. Like, I bet you there's some of you out there that feel that way, and I'm so proud of you. That's cool. I bet you some of you have animals that are family and you want to grow your furry family and take care of them. Wonderful. Some of you maybe focus heavily on work. Okay. Don't like to the point where you're avoiding life, but sure, focus on work. Get some shit done. Do it little by little, huh? Spirit, oh my God. This was a pretty heavy reading for Virgo. What, if you've managed to actually listen to this, stick with me here. What is coming for Virgo? That is the Virgos that are looking for new love. I would be amazed if you stayed this whole time, but show me, regardless of whether this situation works out, I need my Virgo folks here to believe that they are better individuals, right? Now. And that they are developing into even more outstanding people right? Regardless of who their partner is, if they have a partner. Do you know what I mean? So if you really are hell-bent on a new relationship, right, with someone else, and this is your choice. I have no say in that. I'm totally proud of you either way, whatever you choose. What is your advice and who is coming towards them? If anyone, show me. Show me, Spirit. Well, yes, you do have this Ace of Cups here. Could be a Cancer. Okay. Well, yeah. You could have someone coming. Yeah, you could. Wish upon a star, my friends. Yes. The star with the Ace of Wands. New opportunity in love coming. Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? Yes. Some of you, those of you who are like, listen, I really want love with someone who doesn't have all this baggage, right? Spirit is saying, okay, cool. We will give you that opportunity. But you, my friends, need to work through some of your own baggage, okay? So it's not like you're baggage free. You got a whole lot of baggage, 9 of Wands. You're carrying a lot still. Okay, you've gone from the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. You're still really not, no offense. I love you all. Like, you're not a new person is a new, like, non-toxic person is gonna walk up to or see, and they're gonna be like, yes, because you're still carrying too much from the past. Once you can release that, right, that like negativity, the boundaries, all like extra not boundaries, walls. Boundaries are healthy, right? Walls are not. Once you can lower your guard a little bit and start to like open up more, right? And trust that your own intuition will guide you, right? So you don't need to have like 100 million walls up if you trust yourself to make the right decisions. Trust in and forgive yourself for the past, right? Once you can do that, then 100%. New journey, new relationship, Page of Wands. Yep, go out there, date. Not only date, but here's the Hierophant card, the card of marriage, the card of tradition, the card of moving in with each other, right? Building a life together. Go for it. The Chariot. Yeah, but you have to do it from an aligned place. You can't do it in the state that you're currently in, because right now you are all sorts of fucked up, unfortunately. And maybe you need to, the first step, especially if you're just triggered by what I said, is admitting it, that 5 of Cups, because that grief, that sorrow that you're feeling because of the ending, or that you're like trying to like, some of you may be trying to pretend that the ending never happened, because the Tower upright is telling me, guys, the Tower has yet to completely fall. You're still sad about it. The death and rebirth cycle has not yet happened. The healing needs to occur. The Star, right? In order for you to embrace new love, you must be able to fully detach from outcome. So, okay, let go of what happened in the past without writing. And this is not necessarily to your sign, right? I've been getting a lot of messages of, I've been waiting. Guess what? Waiting is not a high vibrational energy. Waiting means so many things to me as a life coach too. Waiting means you're not doing anything. What are you talking about? You're waiting. What are the actions that you're taking towards building yourself into the type of person that can attract someone who is equal in power, right? Equal in, that wasn't the word, guys, measure. Equal in caliber, I think is what I want to say here. Like, you want someone who is honorable and who is trustworthy and who is moral and who is courageous and who is sexy, well, guess what? You need to be that first, right? And then you can attract the same. Okay, that was a whole lot of lecturing from love. So I hope you can see that. And if you have some questions, please let me know. I want to pull one more card because I do feel like, I was talking there. So Spirit, what is ahead for my Virgo folks? Should they heed the advice that you just gave? Okay, so listen. Should you heed the advice that I just gave? Yes, absolutely. Take the blindfold off. Two of Swords. You are not a victim, right? You're not a victim of your past. You're not unable to make choices. You are someone that is deserving of everything they desire, right? That's why people say don't have a specific person in mind when you're thinking about who it is that you're trying to attract, right? Because love is coming, right? Ace of Cups. This is not like me saying, oh, this is the Ten of Cups, right? This is new opportunity in love. And also a greater love for yourself. That is what is coming. Should you take the blindfold off and actually make a choice to move forward, all right? So I hope that this reading resonated with at least some of you, especially if you watched it to the end. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. All right, cheers.